DStv 47 Sports Extravaganza. My name is Duncan Mutua, and before we took a break, we were discussing matters hockey and what is happening with the Kenya, what is happening in Kenya when it comes to hockey sport. We were talking about the national team, and tulikuwa naongea na Odhiambo and Odhiambo, acha niengejao. Kuna wale wenye tunasema, kuna ile ambao tunasema pro team, professional team in hockey setup ya Kenya, na pia pro players. Do we have them? Like ile team now I can depend on hockey now. Yangu nacheza tu hockey, just go home. Na ana living with hockey.
No.
Hakuna?
I think earning a living through hockey labda Kenya Police. Kwa timu nyingine kweli. Hockey is more of scholarships, same academic scholarships. Hockey is like a bridge.
Stepping stone.
Stepping stone.
For the vibes. Can we say it's for the vibes? Because we are not earning.
Can't say it's also
for the
not for the
because you are competing.
You are competing, it's a stepping stone. When ukisoma high school, na scholarship high school, university, then in between the circle, if after you graduate, you can get someone akushike mkono mahali, you get a job. So it's like a stepping stone. But professionally playing unalipwa only Kenya Police.
Only Kenya Police.
Yeah.
Corporates mbona wakuji? Ushajiuliza hiyo swali?
Yes.
Why are not corporates coming into supporting the league or sponsorship the league and sponsoring different clubs and making sure that our players watakuwa professional, our players can earn a living from it? Ushajiuliza hiyo swali?
Nimejiuliza. Number one ni visibility. The sport aina the needed eyeballs, itakuwa enticing for a corporate to get on board. Number two, that is what we are doing here. The fact that you are able to come on your show tour, it means there is particular interest in whatever is happening in the sport. And our interest at all this particular time is to air out some of the issues we are having and do a rally call. If you're a corporate alumni, a background in hockey, have people in hockey, and you can find a place where you can plug in your product, such kind of support is what's going to help us push this sport even further tour. So yes, the visibility is not so good, but people are working tirelessly. The interest is growing by the day from the development. So more and more people are showing interest in coming onto the sport. So if we maintain this trajectory, in the next few, we should be able to get more people to sponsor the National League itself or even the particular teams within it.
Brandly, nitakuja kwako, but like kidogo. When you're talking about the corporate coming in, you know, when they're coming in, they have also to get something from it.
Yes. Yeah. Definitely the hockey community is what we are so proud of and what we are selling. And that's a very big thing for any particular corporate. You're coming in to target a particular group of people. For example, a corporate should be able to find it easy to want to get on board with Kenyatta University hockey men and women. Yes, because it's already having the fraternity within Kenyatta University. That's 70 plus people within that campus. If you are a book brand, you are an equipment brand, for example, it can be very lucrative for you. So if you're not seeing that, we are using these platforms we have with you tour to ensure we let them know the community is there. The sport is getting a higher attraction by the day. And if you want your product to also pick up with this new trajectory that the sport is getting, please come on board, reach out to any particular team that of interest, or even reach out to the National League. They can definitely make use with such support.
Brandly, I haven't engaged you when it comes to the national team, and maybe it's something to do with the national team players and why the national team is not performing that well when it comes to Wakenda international competition.
First, najua our players huenda na intention na motive ya kutu represent vizuri, but tunapata hatuko atupana zile teams zingine. Vile wamesema training ground zetu, place tunachezea, like utapata kuna player ameitwa call up ya national team but amecheza kwa mara season mzima. So unajua kwenda kuadapt, na utapata hii time frame yake ya kutrain na national team ni utapata amepata time frame ya 1 month ama 2 months. But utapata hii team ya countries zingine zimekuwa zikijel. like au ni constant, wamekuwa kitrain year in year out, so si tuko na hiyo 2 months ama 1 month, na ni juu ya hizo limited resources. Utapata kuna mtu anafaa kutoka Kisumu, kuna mtu anafaa kutoka Bungoma kuja hiyo training, so unapata pia like hatuko tu atupana hizo countries zingine, maybe hiyo ndio kitu tunafaa kuna kitu tunafaa kufanya tu kidogo.
For how long?
For how long?
Sababu kuna progress kweli?
So,
kuna progress? Yeah, okay.
For me, kuna progress. But before we go to results, let's talk about the challenges.
Yes.
Let's also view this thing from two-sided angle. The teams we are meeting and our preparation. What do we have? Facilities, resources, support compared to the teams outside. Most of those teams are playing the leagues, training almost daily. They are together. But let's come to Kenya. Mmoja ni student, mwingine ana work. They only come for 2-3 months and prepare. Then they go for the competition. Wengine may prepare all around. Look at South Africa. If you look from the transition from under 18 to their senior team, it's always a transition, a stepping stone. You move from under 18 to under 21 to senior team. There's a good transition. But let's talk about Kenya. You play under 18, you go to university, focus on your academics, get a job. You prefer keeping your job rather than playing, because hockey doesn't pay in Kenya. It doesn't pay you. So by the end of the day, in as much as you want to play the sport, you also have a life outside hockey. You have to build something outside hockey. So if our structures were the same as the teams that we meet outside, then we can talk about the results. For me, what I can say, when they go outside, they give their best.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. They always give their best.
Yeah.
It's always easy to judge until you get there. You wear that jersey, and we also demand the results from you.
Yeah.
From that angle, you'll understand it's not always for granted. They try their best. They give their best. So we need to change some things if we want results, starting from support, facilities, and how we view the sport. It has to be a two-way traffic, not just a one-sided thing.
On how long? It's a continuous process.
Yes, but recently we've been having the teams finishing in the medal bracket.
Yes.
Both men and ladies. We've had hockey fives going to the Olympics, even to play in the Olympics.
Okay.
Yes. Despite our structures, they are really doing their best.
Wanajaribu, ni kujaribu.
Sana wanamalizanga medal
sana.
bracket. Unaona hiyo ho fives walienda Olympics.
You were saying something?
Mi nasema ni a continuous process. Hatuwezi weka timeline to how much duration we will take for the growth. Tume mention also over and over some of the developments or areas of improvement already.
Yeah.
So the negative, we also try not to focus so much on the negative. Let's build up on what's already working, and that is what at the moment is happening with how the league structures are, the development programs that are there. So it's a continuous thing. My request is each time we get leaders who are running this, let's have more focused people pick up from where you got it and want to see it much better. It will ensure that growth process also is more tangible in terms of timeline.
And because of time kidogo naona inatupiga chenga. But the future of Varsity, university, with the future of university, okay. How do you see it?
The future is definitely within the Varsity League, because these are the people, number one, have time to be able to go for all these national trainings. These are the people who are within the age group, all the energy needed, all the talent, still have room to take in more improvement, yes. This is where you can also try and test players from different backgrounds to ensure by the time you are getting a solid player, it has already been, he or she has already been tested to the mantle. This is a place where implementation of some of these processes can also take place. In terms of management, we can try out how those league structures work. In terms of how the officiating and rules are being implemented, these are the perfect places where if we get it right in developing of players, the transition to the national team will always be continuous, and we'll be getting the best from across the country.
You've been part of the university team, right?
Yeah.
You played in some of the university leagues, coasted there. How has it impacted your life, you as a player?
As a player, I can say the first thing in terms of maturity, how you think, how you handle things, how you relate with people. You know, it's not always about playing the game. It's also about networking, how you interact with people, the environment beside you, how you can face new challenges. So if we take it from a learning perspective, I think we'll be growing much more rather than taking it from a competition level or a competing level. So for the university level, let's take it as stepping stone, a learning process for you to transition from a young man
to a pro player. Okay.
To a useful senior man in the society. Yeah.
So nitumia kujibamba nikiwa university.
Kugrow
ni sawa.
Thinking tu pia. Usifikirie tu na yango ya game peke, fikiria kuna life outside sports. So sports ni ka family.
Yeah.
Yeah. You are learning something, you are bringing up something. Yeah.
Brandon, the same question nitakuuliza. How has it impacted?
I've gotten to learn a lot of things both on and off the pitch. I've networked and kwa game pia imenisaidia juu hapo ndo coach aliona huyu msee anaweza cheza, akanipatia opportunity ya kucheza kwa league. So basically ni una network na kujenga kigame, bado hapo pia una have fun. Pia juu ni fun kidogo, leo kuna game ni rahisi, kesho kuna yenye ni ngumu, so utapata pia tuna have fun, tuna interact, pia ni ku ease away from hiyo stress ya wiki mzima ya books, at least tuna have place ya kuchill.
Mafans, okay, fans iko aje? Iko na fans? Hii sport iko na mafans. Kuna mtu utamuuliza, utamwambia twende okay. Hii team kwa hii atakuuliza hii sport iko na fans kweli?
Mimi nimekuambia ungekuja nationals ilifanyika Kenyatta University, ungeona hockey iko na fans.
Na the league level?
Same thing, kwa sasa hapa imeenda national beat. Enda Kisumu, enda Western, enda Coast. The turnout is by the day inaongezeka. Not level ya kujaza Nyayo kind, but we are in the process of working it out. Tena nimesema the communities hizi ma clubs iko nayo. For university for example, the love for your university, kama we ni staff ama hata student ama whatever capacity, this one haiwezi kuwa taken away. It doesn't matter as long as you are a KU fraternity member, that fun following itakuwa. And at this time we are also having our games at the main campus, those national leagues. So mi nitakusihi kuja for some of those games and see for yourself how the turnout is.
Yeah.
If not, tuna use again platform kama hizi zenu ku call out fans.
Okay.
Please show up, games iko across Nairobi, across the country. Show up, support one of your friends, support your team, or just support your region in general.
Okay.
Enjoy the game.
And also we like to invite you.
Tukifunga sasa nataka okay, sasa tukifunga nataka sasa parting shot yako. Tuanze na Godwin.
Come again.
Your parting shot tukifunga. Labda utasema nini tukifunga? Additional info.
Mimi nitasema it starts with you. Tarehe 13 kwanza tuko na game KU. Tumekuinvite wewe na colleagues wako. Kuja hata tukupatie jezi ya Vultures. Ukue fan wetu wa kwanza.
Tarehe
13
this month, right?
That's on Sunday.
Yeah.
Kenyatta University 2 p.m. Tell a friend to tell a friend. So mkuje kwa wingi. Tutawa-accommodate, tutawakaribisha na tutawafurahisha. Tutawa-reward.
Tapata mbona.
Mkikuja tutawa-reward.
Sawa. Kwa kufurahisha hapo kwa kufurahisha ni sawa. Tukifunga
tafurahia.
Awareness ya game yetu nyi kwanza mtatusaidia, mtaplay a very big part kutusaidia kugain awareness ndio tufike hiyo level ya Nyayo. Unaona kama kuna mashemeji dabi, unaona vile Nyayo inajaa. Alafu vile tu amesema 13th tuna kickstart league match yetu, tuna invite. Vile amesema ukikuja tutakupatia jezi ya Vultures. Na pia bado tutakupatia results kwa uwanja, si jezi peke yake.
Sawa.
Sawa.
Tufungie.
Mi kufunga, mi bado naomba support sana. Kenyatta University men and women teams, always we are trying to get more people wakuje, watusaidie kuensure our impact ama our drive with the sport iongezeke. So we have a very supportive director, Mr. Daniel Njenga. So you can always reach out at the department, ujue unaweza saidi, come on board, aje, jersey sponsor, give the team kit, help us make the field conditions much better. Come at Kenyatta University Sports. I want to also just say a big thank you to our coach Richard Wandera, and a double up both the men and women team, and a double up also coach for national team 10, and he's still showing up for us every other day, so a big thank you. The KU Vulture and KU Titan fraternity to make grow so much in the last year or two, and the support is equal for either side. So again, a big thank you to the Titans and the Vulture team. KU fraternity pia have also played a big role, kutupeleka hizo away games, kutulipia ma registration. It's not a cheap endeavor, so the KU organization, we are saying a big thank you. Kumalizia, we have a podcast called Off Pitch. Tuna focus on hizo vitu za hockey conversation, hockey results, hockey analysis, plus other university sports. So just check us out, Off Pitch Africa, across all platforms. And please, tunakusihi, support the hockey from the National League to all the way the Varsity leagues and also the development leagues. There is so much potential within hockey.
All right, thank you. Nitakuja hiyo game yenu ya tarehe 13.
Yes.
Asante.
Mmesema mtaniekaje?
Yes, unavaa size gani?
Small.
Kama mimi navaa large.
Ndio baji yetu. Baji ya Off Pitch Africa.
Yeah. Okay, and nitakuja. We have talked about hockey, we have talked about rugby, hockey, and there are more sports in this world, more than 1,000 sports disciplines. So there's this game called foot volley. It's usually being played by unachezwa na mguu hapa na pale, and our reporter Boniface Kimanzi alienda mahali akaangalia jinsi these guys venye game inachezwa, and he prepared the following feature. Take a look.
Foot volley, originally from Brazil, has found a unique home in Kenya's coastal regions, especially in Mombasa, where the sport fast-paced nature perfectly complements the energy of young sports lovers.
Initially, I had seen it in TVs, especially in Brazil, but in Kenya it wasn't available. But right now, since she has introduced it to us, and one thing I've noted, it is very interesting. Once you're playing, it makes you fit, and I believe football is taking us far. Since we are the pioneers, we're going to have history on the same.
The game is played on sand court with a net similar to volleyball, but using the foot, head, chest and shoulders.
Napenda hii sport, one, because it's different from the normal football in terms of contact, in terms of injuries, and then the enjoyment in itself, because it is a short period of time, but at that moment your emotions, your adrenaline imepanda, and all that makes it fun, and plus it is for all ages.
It requires a level of coordination and technical ability, skills that many Kenyan footballers and beach athletes are quickly adapting to.
Good thing of this game ni kitu ya kwanza, it's haina rules mingi kama volleyball ama any other volleyball or beach volleyball. Rules zake tu ni very simple and clear, na tunauliza tu vijana wakuja wa join because it's a new sport in Kenya, and we encourage actually wapwani. Hii inawafaa sana kwa sababu the beach is at their disposal. So mimi as our Hajj, they join and waendelee kujikuza katika nchi.
Since its introduction in Kenya last year, football has gained traction in major towns, with the training centers emerging in Nairobi, Kisumu and Mombasa.
We come from a very place of humility,
whereby we are just about the game. It's not just about the hype. We just want a beautiful game, and we want to have a cumulative community of people who just love sports and football at this matter. So we encourage people to come on board. We need more players. We need officials. Opportunities ni mingi. Platform iko fresh sana hapa Kenya. Opportunities ni kibao. Let's do this.
In Masi, Machakos County, a unique training ground has been identified, set amidst the scenic hills where sand is naturally abundant.
It's a game that is creating opportunities to young men in our country. So comparing that and everything that happened to the country, if the Minister of Sports take it like with initiative where they want the sport to grow, we can be in the Olympics in future.
Here, young and seasoned players alike are embracing the sport, drawn to its fast-paced action and demanding skill set.
Kama football, zoezi tunapiga asubuhi kuanzia Tuesday hadi Saturday, lakini game zingine kama futa tunapiga jioni kuanzia saa 10 hadi 6. Lakini game ukipiga jioni kuna jua inawaka, pia kuna changarawe hapa tuna avoid hiyo jua pia. Kama kuna mtu yote pale nje anajua anafikiria anaweza cheza hii game akuje tucheze. Game si ngumu, ni control na composure zero. Haina pressure. Game ni tamu na itatupeleka mbali. Tunategemea pia.
Unaweza jipata umeenda tu kwa river mnaenda mnaweka nini post hapo mnacheza hii game. Juu rivers huku Kambani mostly ziko na changarawe. So ni naturally. So mnaweza enda tu kucheze huko. Unajua zina drying ni seasonal. So zikidry mapata hiyo changarawe iko. So naweza enda kuchezea tu hapo. Si lazima washinde wakibeba changarawe juu itawakost sana.
Kama uko na interest na hii game, wewe kuwa tu free, game iko na it's everywhere right now. Yeah.
The sport is attracting footballers, volleyball players and even freestyle athletes eager to showcase their flair in competitive but entertaining format.
A standard match has to be played on a sand court. That is why most of our official tournaments, we do them in the coastal region. And but for training, anyone, anywhere can train. Well, setting up a foot volley court is a bit expensive. We've tried that before. We've come up with around 3 courts in areas that there is no beach sand, but it's been costly. But again, we can always adapt other techniques. We've adapted actually other techniques like Altiña. Altiña is a technique whereby 2, 3 or 4 players can control the ball, and the ball control is all that we need.
Sports enthusiasts believe Kenya, specifically around the coastal sandy beaches, has the potential to become a foot volley powerhouse in Africa and beyond.
This game is so interesting because it's played by only 2 players in a team, and it becomes so interesting because we have tried it they only play it in the beach, but we have tried as a team and build a field here, so for it to accommodate everyone, so that we can have that beach vibe here. And we have played with the players and they are catching up with it.
Recently, the foot volley fever reached new heights with the major competition in Likoni, Mombasa.
It's an interesting sport, and the fact that ni mara ya kwanza tumeparticipate, and it's an enjoyable sport na tumekuja tumeenjoy. Ningependa kushukuru sana organizers wa leo. Yeah, it's been a successful event. Na pia ningependa kuwasi organizers, they should have more of this. Pia inasaidia vijana sana.
The event brought together some of the most promising athletes from across the country, marking a significant milestone in sports development in Kenya.
My call to government and other stakeholders is that this is a new sport, and we want it to be as famous as possible, because seeing it around the world, it is there, it has been there, but for Kenya, like this is when it has been introduced by Coach Paski, and so we call upon the government and all stakeholders to help us, to join us, get more and more and culture it.
Mimi mchezaji wa Shell FC kutoka kule Likoni Timbwani, tumekuja kuparticipate huku Nyali, na hii tournament tulialikwa tukakuja kuparticipate. Kulingana na mechi tumecheza poa, tumeappreciate, nimecheza na mwenzangu, maana ni volleyball ya wachezaji wawili, na nilikuwa na mwenzangu Paul Kavula. Tumepambana mpaka tumefika finali na tumebeba hiki tournament.
The tournament showcased thrilling matches, impressive acrobatics and growing fan support, proving that the sport has a future beyond just a casual play.
Tunashukuru sana walioweka mchuano huu ili vijana wetu waweze kuonesha talanta zao. Tunashukuru sana, na pia kama taifa venye wamekuja wakatusupport pia tunashukuru, na tungeomba kama next time wataweza kupanga wailete 002. Pia tuko na beaches ambazo tunaweza kuenjoy ball.
Put sand on them, so because we just need the sand to train. Well, it's a bit expensive, it's been hard. We've been trying to push something without proper funding. It can be hectic, but it's, I think by the grace of God, is that now we have a massive number of partnerships that we've gotten, and it's a step, and we are also calling up to the corporate world to come in. You see, it's the corporate social responsibility to take care of the youth.
The success of football in Kenya is a testament to the country's openness to sporting innovation. With the right investment, the sport can provide young athletes with a new career path, while elevating Kenya's reputation on the global sports stage.
It's actually a very entertaining sport because, as I said before, there is no contact. So with a teammate who is male and I am female, automatically there is no contact. So there, I wouldn't say no injuries or anything. The technique, everybody can have the technique. It's just to pass the ball, pass it, make sure it crosses over, yeah, and serving the ball. That's all.
If the current momentum continues, it is not far-fetched to envision a Kenyan sport volley team competing and winning on the world's biggest platforms.
To start foot volley is just as easy as, I'll say quite easy, because you only need 2 players to make a team. And with 2 players, and now you have a team, and adapting the techniques that we've come up with, you are able to train wherever you are. So it is easy to take up foot volley. The good thing, it's a new sport, so the platform is here and it's huge. And so many people who have already tapped into it are ready now to step into the next phase. The entire last year, we were more into developing, recruiting new players, and right about now, we are ready now to go into serious tournaments.
For now, all eyes are on the sandy coasts of Kenya's coastal towns and areas where sand is available in plenty, where dreams are being built one volley at a time.
Football stands as testament for Brazilian love for sports, beach life and creativity, as it combines soccer and volleyball skills, and it has carved its own niche in the Kenyan landscape, providing both players and spectators with an amazing experience. Reporting for TV47 Sports, my name is Boniface Kimanzi.